Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Trading Table. This is Andrew. Joining me is Landon, and today we're going to be going over some of the biggest movers to watch this week, some plays, and more. Looking at our heat map here from Friday, we can see that, pretty green in the tech sector besides NVIDIA, and SPY definitely had a bull run, and we did reach a new all-time high. We were at all-time highs in the aftermarket, I believe, but it's good to see it kind of broke out and stayed above. So maybe SPY can continue this for a week, but definitely don't be opposed to some pullbacks, throughout the week, right? If there's some days that are red, just flow along with it. Don't try and fight the trends. So looking at NVIDIA, right? Very weird that NVIDIA was red and SPY was green, but NVIDIA definitely has not been holding too well in the post market, right? It's going to be very interesting to see what they come out with on Monday here, as it's pretty low. That's almost a, let's see, that is a, if we zoom in here and you can see a notable sell-off as well right at close, but even then it's still declined 0.48% in post market. And that just looks very, very steep for NVIDIA, right? NVIDIA kind of had a choppy day if we just kind of compress it a little bit more. Not a whole lot of price action there. But, I mean, if SPY's going that way, I can definitely see NVIDIA continue to the upside for sure. But, what did have a really good day, though? AMD. And I think they can definitely continue this bullish run up. So AMD here, right? As you can see, had a huge bullish run up. It kind of like almost mirrored SPY more than NVIDIA there. But it was chopping out on Wednesday, opened on Friday, and just boom, straight to the upside. So AMD, I think it can definitely continue, but just watch that for this week. Microsoft and all other tech are just doing great right now, including Meta. If we hop over to Google's chart, right, they're doing great right now. So tech is really, really strong right now. So if they can keep this up, SPY can definitely stay up. China stocks just been down, not recovering that well. They've just been chopping a lot this month and last month. So China stocks, I'm staying away right now, but in long term, I'm still bullish. Bitcoin's down to 56,000 right now, which is kind of insane. Bitcoin's been, pretty steadily downtrending for, I'd say, the past almost 2 weeks now, right? We kind of started early June, and it just has been tumbling. These Bitcoin miner stocks are holding up, though. Mara, Riot, they're not doing too terrible considering that Bitcoin is like literally at a low from February. But other than that, jumping into Landon now for some of our big money plays from Friday.
Yeah, thank you, Andrew. So we actually had quite a week last week in terms of big money. But looking at our first one, we have IWM. It's the usual sort of big money play call out. To the downside, put contract. Just to reiterate the play for you guys, it would be a strike of 191, expiration of 9/2024, total premium count of 2 million. That's a lot of money. And a volume of 9K. We've been for so long, kind of bearish on IWM that it's almost like, why are we continuing to get this? But yeah, I mean, big money is just indicating that this stock is just going to continue to tank. And every single time we get this call out from big money, I mean, it's a beautiful move. I think maybe a month ago we got an IWM put, and that was one of our best plays of all time. But really good, solid play there. I love the fact that it's 2 million in total premiums. Really solid play. But moving on to our next one, we actually have for Mara. I know Andrew touched a little bit on crypto miners, but Mara, it is for the downside. Big money is, let me just reiterate the play for you guys. It's a put option contract, strike of 15, expiration of 1/17/2025. So a lot of time there. Total premium count 700K and a total volume of 3K. The entire sector right now, well, the Bitcoin miners, they haven't really followed as much, like Andrew was saying, but crypto is down massive. I think we're going to continue to see a bullish run here, or not bullish, excuse me, a bearish run. And I think um, eventually we'll see crypto miners continue to follow that. And I guess, that's evitable with what big money's doing. Um, 2025 is the expiration, so definitely a lot of time there. But I do think we're going to continue to see a pullback from this kind of a green move we've had over the last 3 months. But moving on to our next big money play, we actually have for PDD. This is one of our favorite stocks in terms of the long run. And again, big money is supporting that. Just to reiterate the play for this one, call option contract, strike of 140, expiration of 1/17/2025, total premium count of 622K, and a total volume of 400. Volume's pretty low just because premiums are kind of expensive. But we had a really big pull down not last week, but the previous week before that. Um, and it just gives us better entry for the long run. We really like PDD to the upside for the long run. I think China stock market will, kind of continue to grow unless they do invade Taiwan. Then I would stay the heck away from their stock market. But moving on to our next one, we actually have for ticker symbol GTLB. And for GTLB, just to reiterate the play for you guys, this play was actually called on the 3rd of July. And just to reiterate the play for you guys, it's call option contract, strike of 60, expiration of 11/15/2024, total premium count of 1 million, and total volume of 3K. Really solid data there in terms of money flow into that contract. But yeah, I do like this stock to the upside. As you could see in March, we had a massive pull down. But we're kind of recovering here, starting July. But if we go a little further and look at March, I mean, look at that move down, crazy move down from March to about the beginning of July. Definitely going to see a really nice pullback up here. But moving on to the next one, we actually have for ticker symbol IREN, right? And this was another play called out on the 3rd of July. This is another bullish call out. The call is a strike of 15. It's call option contract, expiration of 1/17/2025, total premium count of 1 million, total volume of 3K. Solid data there. And I mean, the move reflects it, right? Look at this massive move we had on Friday. Really good movement here. I like, energy. I like the entire sector to the upside. But that is all of our big money plays. But if we could just look at Tesla, um, one thing I wanted to know with Tesla is, bears are just being beat to the ground here. Elon Musk, he got his pay package, and boy, has this stock moved a lot. So I do like Tesla to the upside for this week, just because if Elon Musk is happy, Tesla's happy, and vice versa. But now looking at Microsoft, I also like Microsoft to the upside here, just because of it's been following the market. We're in a very bullish market. This tends to happen before elections in the United States, and you can see it here. It's reflected with the stock market these last few months. But I do like Microsoft to the upside. We've seen really good movement. I mean, look at this movement, crazy, just reaching all-time highs almost every single day is what it feels like. And then moving on to our final one, we have Apple in terms of blue chip stocks. And Apple is another one that I'm really loving. We actually called it out before they called their AI at the WWDC 24. And yeah, I mean, look at this move they've had. I love Apple to the upside for the long run, just because, they're always innovating. They might be copying some other companies, but but if you can copy and make it better, then props to you, right? But other than that, back to you, Andrew.
Yeah, Landon. Apple definitely one of our better call outs here. I remember my cost basis in my long term account was like around 168. We're sitting at 226 right now. So the good old long term is definitely loving that right now. But let's go ahead and take a look at our economic calendar. So actually, we're going to take a look at our earnings real quick before we jump over to our economic calendar. But there are a few things in the economic calendar, so stay tuned. So Tuesday, boring. Wednesday, crude oil inventories. We got CPIs on Thursday. Delta Airlines is reporting. Pepsi's reporting. And this energy company is reporting. We got JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Citi, Bank of New York, and whatever Fastenal is reporting on Friday. So a lot of financial stocks were reporting, as well as PPI month on month. So this is our economic calendar for this week. I filtered it just so you see the most important things. Nothing else really is going to affect the market this week. But Powell is testifying on Tuesday at 10. So he's going to testify to the economic outlook and recent monetary policy actions before the Joint Economic Committee in Washington, D.C. Definitely will affect the market. Depending on what he says. If he says, they're going to cut rates or they're not going to cut rates, it's going to affect the market, okay? So keep an eye on this. If you're trading on Tuesday, don't get stuck in a trade while he's speaking because it very well could hit your stop loss and take profit all in the same candle. He then testifies again on Wednesday. We got crude oil inventories. We got 10-year note auction. This doesn't really affect the market that much, but just if it comes in like, negative 4%, it'll obviously affect the market. But, it does affect the market. CPIs. So CPIs will be coming out. This will definitely affect the market. The last bullish run SPY had to the upside to push an all-time high, like that first time we hit 550, or not 550, but 540, I believe, was because CPI came out and it was really good. The market loved it and it shot up. So this can definitely affect the market. It is at 8:30 though, so I'm gonna tell you right now, if CPI comes out and the market likes it, it's probably gonna be a bullish day. Really, really doubt it's gonna be bearish. We got initial jobless claims coming out 8:30 as well, a 30-year bond auction, and then PPI month on month on Friday, which is really weird because normally you see PPI month on month and year over year being reported, but PPI or producer price index, as long as the number doesn't come in too crazy, it should be fine. The last time it came in negative, which is really, really good. So, if we could see a negative number again, that would be great. If not, just expect some bearishness maybe if it's over 0.1. That's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning to the Trading Table. This has been Andrew and Landon, and we'll see you guys tomorrow at Market Close.